May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you, my dear friends. Welcome to a new episode of your channel, Ummah channel. Makkah, an ancient city awakening to a dawn that awaits a momentous event. 3 years have passed since light first shone in the cave of Hira, and now the divine command shakes the very foundations of polytheism. So proclaim what you have been commanded and turn away from the polytheists for. A pivotal moment in the history of the message. The trustworthy one, Muhammad, peace be upon him, ascended Mount Safa. For generations, this mountain had stood witness to the traditions of Quraysh. But today it would echo with a voice that would change the course of the world. O people, gather! A resounding cry pierced the stillness of the valley. Feet hurried, eyes met, all of Quraysh awaited what was to come. The Prophet, peace be upon him, stood tall, the dignity of prophethood radiating from his face. He posed a question that appealed to their innate reason. If I told you that horsemen were emerging from behind this valley ready to attack, would you believe me? Only one answer came from every throat. Yes, we have never known you to lie. At that moment, truth was declared openly. Then I am a warner to you before a severe punishment. But the shock did not end there. From amidst the crowd, the voice of his uncle, Abu Lahab, rose with vile words. May you perish for this, Muhammad. Did you gather us just for this? A moment of insult, but it was the first spark in the coming clash between truth and falsehood. Say, there is no God but Allah, and you will succeed. The call rang out across Makkah, yet hearts remained locked. Mockery, ridicule, and soon new attempts to halt this rising tide. At first Quraysh tried persuasion. They offered the Prophet, peace be upon him, immense wealth, great status, leadership over Makkah, even marriage to their finest women, anything to make him abandon his message. But the Prophet's, peace be upon him, response was unwavering. By Allah, O my uncle, if they placed the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left to make me abandon this matter, I would not abandon it until Allah makes it prevail, or I perish in its cause. When persuasion failed, persecution began. Mocking words, hurtful insults, attempts to disrupt the Prophet, peace be upon him, during prayer. Yet it escalated far beyond mere insults. The torture intensified. The early Muslims endured unimaginable suffering. Bilal ibn Rabah was laid on scorching sand and whipped, yet his voice rang out, Ahad, Ahad, one, one. The family of Yasir paid with their lives for their faith. They endured brutal torture until Sumayya, the mother, died under the lash, becoming the first martyr in Islam. No one was spared. A Quraysh man would beat his own son mercilessly just for embracing Islam. They tortured with sticks and whips, placed heavy stones on their chests beneath the blazing sun. Fearing the ferocity of this persecution, the Prophet, peace be upon him, permitted some of his companions to migrate to Abyssinia, a land ruled by a just king. He said, there is a king there under whom no one is wronged. It was a journey of rescue, and the first light of spreading the message beyond Makkah. But Quraysh did not sit still. They sent a cunning delegation to Abyssinia, Amr ibn al-As and Abdullah ibn Abi Rabi'a, to bring the Muslims back. They carried lavish gifts and tried to persuade the Negus that these young people had abandoned their religion, not embraced his, and invented a strange new creed. But the Negus was a just king. He summoned the Muslims and questioned them about their faith. Jafar ibn Abi Talib, may Allah be pleased with him, rose and spoke with eloquence. O king, we were a people of ignorance. We worshipped idols, ate the dead, committed vile acts, severed family ties, mistreated neighbors, and the strong among us devoured the weak. Then Allah sent us a messenger from among us. We knew his lineage, his truthfulness, his trustworthiness, and his purity. He called us to worship Allah alone, to abandon the stones and idols our ancestors had worshipped. Then the Negus asked them about their view on Jesus, the son of Mary, peace be upon him. Jafar, may Allah be pleased with him, replied, we say of him what Allah said. He is the servant of Allah, his messenger, his spirit, and his word which he cast into Mary the chaste virgin. At that the Negus struck the ground with his hand and picked up a stick, saying, by Allah, Jesus the son of Mary did not exceed what you have said by even this stick. Then he turned to Amr and his companion. Go, for by Allah, I will never hand them over to you. And to the Muslims he said, you are safe in my land. Thus began the story of the message in Makkah, between a clear warner and stubborn rejection, between steadfast faith and deceitful temptation, between brutal torture and immense patience, between the justice of a king and the hatred of Quraysh. So, does the story end here, or is there more light to dawn? If these beginnings moved your heart, don't hold back your support. Like the video, and if you wish to follow the rest of this gripping story, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. Share this episode with those who need to hear the truth. What moment touched you the most in this episode? Let us know in the comments. Until we meet again in Ummah.